Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Here are the top 10 things you should know about happiness. 1. The Supreme Lord Krishna tells Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, text 15, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception, O scion of Bharat, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. 2. The Supreme Lord continues to explain the 3 types of material happiness in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text 36. O best of the Bharats, now please hear from me about the 3 kinds of happiness which the consistent soul enjoys, and by which he sometimes comes to the end of all distress. 3. That which in the beginning may be just like poison, but at the end is just like nectar, and which awakens one to self-realization, is said to be happiness in the mode of goodness. 4. That happiness which is derived from contact of the senses with their objects, and which appears like nectar at first, but poison at the end, is said to be in the nature of passion. 5. And that happiness which is blind to self-realization, which is delusion from the beginning to end, and which arises from sleep, laziness, and illusion, is said to be of the nature of ignorance. 6. Lord Krishna instructs Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, text 66, one who is not in the transcendental consciousness can have neither a controlled mind nor steady intelligence, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? 7. O best among men, Arjuna, the person who is not disturbed by happiness and distress, and is steady in both, is certainly eligible for liberation. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, text 15. 8. Srila Prabhupada begins the purport to Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 26. For the intelligent person, it is essential to be in Krishna consciousness, engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord, in order to achieve a permanent, blissful abode for eternal happiness. 9. In the purport to Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14, text 27, Srila Prabhupada explains the Supreme Lord is full of 6 opulences, and when a devotee approaches him, there is an exchange of these 6 opulences. The servant of the king enjoys an almost equal level with the king. And so eternal happiness, imperishable happiness, and eternal life accompanying devotional service. 10. Thus, the self-controlled yogi, constantly engaged in yoga practice, becomes free from all material contamination and achieves the highest stage of perfect happiness and transcendental loving service to the Lord. Bhagavad Gita 6, chapter 28. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.